welcome to quite warm actually, considering what the weather's been like in the last week, and not so windswept Craven Park. You've just seen Sheffield Eagles coming out onto the pitch for this Arriva Trains Cup match. It's not bad conditions at all. It's been snowing during the week, it's just defrosted. We've got a lot of damp conditions underfoot, and we've got a sort of light breeze coming off the Humber from the south, so it's perfect conditions apart from being a bit slippery for rugby. It's obviously exciting and interesting start to a new year for Rovers, a year that they're expecting great things with the signing of Martin Hall, and you see the coming out of Old Kingston Rovers, some unfamiliar faces coming out here to a lot of you. There's quite a good crowd turned out, probably about 2,000 for this match. Some great expectation. I know a match earlier in the season, earlier when they played York away, there was about 1,400 there, about 1,000 of them were Rovers, and they took 2,500 to the Kingston Communications Stadium, where Rovers give a real good account of themselves against the mighty Hull FC. So we're certainly expecting good things here. Obviously it looks like it's going to take a bit of time for the team to really gel together, but some real interesting faces. I think the real trick to this year is going to be the combination of Paul Manson, Phil Hasty and the Thorburn, a new bloke who just signed on yesterday from the Queensland Rugby League. I think they're going to try and give time for Hasty to gel together. Anyway, it's kick off from Poucher. A good three-man tackle from Rovers there, really sticking it in, backs up Dale Oldstock. Tackling again. I think it's going to be key to Rovers this year. It's a good defence, and then maybe kicking deep and running off it. A three-man tackle again. And a drop ball there, good kick out of defence, not quite making it into touch. Run off from Poucher, giving a good ball out to Alistair McLaren, but Alistair McLaren wraps up well by two-man tackle there. And the Banana Pickering having one of his little darting runs. We're expecting a lot from this player this year. Certainly come on last year. John Aston taking it in his usual indomitable style. Anthony Seabold taking a good run there, making a good 15 yards. That was well taken there, not a lot of pressure put on there by Rovers. I think most of the players have got themselves offside. But Sheffield look on early on to find it hard to make yards against this side. Obviously very slippy conditions underfoot. Once again, a kick straight down there. Alistair McLaren's throat could be dangerous, but they back it up well with a good four-man tackle. Four-man at the defence there. Passing out. A great run there. And Sheffield caught offside. I know it'll be unpopular with the Sheffield coach we've got up here, who's been moaning about Rovers offside for the first 5 minutes, but caught well and truly 5 yards offside there. Rovers taking a kick here. I know that Rovers have been concentrating a lot on backing up and their support play in their attack, and it's certainly shown there's certainly a bit of Super League roll-on movement against Hull FC, and we're hoping to see a bit of sort of slip ball and maybe that sort of passing here. Once again, Sheffield caught offside, and it looks like an easy 2 points. Just like to say, if you hear any comments on the videotape, it's the comments of Mark Aston, the Sheffield coach, so obviously a bit exasperated. Sheffield will be looking for a big season from Richard Goddard, who's joined on from Castleford after 4 very successful seasons there. I know he can sort of single-handedly destroy offensives in the right mode. There's also a goal kicking forward. Good 2 points there from Mulcair. Makes it Rovers 2, Sheffield 0. You'll have to bear with me a bit today. My usual commentator comes with me, Paint Boy, otherwise known as Rob Chadwick, is in his sick bed. He was good enough to ring me up at 1 minute to 3 today to tell me that he was sick. So, as some of your regular buyers will know, I don't have quite his talents. Anyway, Rovers taking it again. Good hard running. Number 2 running off here. The tackle wrapped up well. There we go with Paul Parker taking it in. Good run, but not making a great deal he has. Trying to get the ball rolling quick. And it's Anthony Seabold taking it up once again. He certainly plays a big part in this Rovers side. And there goes John Aston, taking a good hard run. Good kick through from Paul Manson, but just a little bit too far gone dead. Restart on their own 20-metre line. Maybe that's a good ploy, because I know that in the first sort of 10 minutes, Sheffield have had great difficulty in getting out their own half. It's a good run there from number 10, John Bruce, taking it up to the 35-metre line. No, as you can hear there from Mark Aston, not so happy with the referee, but the referee did spot it that time, so Rovers good 2-3 metres offside. There's a good kick from the Sheffield player to put Sheffield in the danger position. Let's see what this Matt Goddard can do now. It's number 8, Jackie Howson, taking it in. He's done already quite a few tackles and a few runs so far. Number 10's a big lad. Once again caught Rovers offside as a referee. Robert Connolly, I know, is a particular favourite of all your Rovers fans out there. So just evening things up. It's certainly been an penalty count so far. I think we've had 6 penalties in 10 minutes of play. Quite a few players who have signed on who haven't made it out here yet. Marvin Golden, he's still crook. We've got a new bloke, Forbairn, I think his name is, who was signed off from Australia. There's an off half, it's to allow, there's a scrum half to allow Asty to develop. There's a 2 points from Sheffield, making it Sheffield Eagles 2, OKR 2.
Sheffield Eagles number 7, Gavin Brown.
The kick there from Gavin Brown, who was originally with Leeds Rhinos, got a big deal of experience there. Sheffield often give us a good match at this ground. I know we've had some tight encounters over the years. Well, it's a great tackle there. Can't see who made it, but that's Pickering coming with a great tackle right to the bread bin. Backing it once again with three-man tackle. I think it was shown in the match at Kingston Communications that Rovers' fitness has really picked up. I know some of the players were saying that having to do 4 training sessions a week, which is quite exceptional for a semi-pro side. It's a nice little chip over, but it was a knock on there by the Sheffield player. Totally missed by the referee Connolly, unbelievably missed. So the Sheffield player going into it with both hands of his head, push it forward, and he's totally missed by the referee. So I think that's even things up in Mark Eston's man. He was a bit quiet about that one. Slip tackle there for number 3. Paul Parker came flying in, but mistimed it a little bit. It's number 10, this John Bruce taking it in again. He gets the ball out, slips the ball out. Number 3, Nick Turnbull, but he's well wrapped up this time. Good adventurous play, but the Sheffield player just didn't quite see the man on his shoulder there. Could have been a bit dangerous for Rovers. Number 1 anti-point here, trying his best to wriggle over, but Rovers' defence is more than up to it. And it's a kick-off to the right-hand side. Oh, well picked up and tucked by Rovers' winger there. And straight away they're running off, and Paul Parker's run off, and the crowd are screaming because there was a good 5-6 yards offside there. Here's the man Craig Pouch, who had to play for his contract at KC, and had a fantastic performance, led to him getting a year's contract. Passing it out, using the ball, but the muddy conditions are just slowing things down a bit. And it's about to Ace, who gets a good ball out to Aston, but Aston's well wrapped up. And its last tackle already, we've just made it to our 30 yards line. Kick through there, splitting between, making the full back 10. The winger Caldacino picks it up there, makes 5 yards. That looks suspiciously like a knock on at the base of the play of the ball, but once again ignored by the referee. Number 9, Adam Carroll there, really trying to run off, but getting absolutely nowhere. Then pulled back down by Dale Oldstock, who just gives away a penalty there. I think he was looking to play the ball quick, and he maybe just put a bit of extras in there, did Dale. Number 8, Jack Howison, he certainly tries to earn his money here. He's done plenty of tackles and about 6-7 runs in. Sheffield looking to get it wide at any opportunity. I think it's certainly a different defence to what we had last year. There's the spreading and the influence of Mal Raleigh has certainly shown, and it showed against Hull FC at the Kingston Communications Stadium, where it was absolutely fantastic defence. It's a good ball out there, but just thrown away. Great ball there from Gavin Brown, but just dropped in the wet conditions, and it gives the impetus to Rovers. Alan McLaren tries to break a tackle, but it's took down by the second man. And Sheffield this time caught offside, or probably not square marks. I think there's a bit of both, really. Go for Paul Manson to take a kick into touch. I know he's one of the crucial parts of Rovers' push for promotion this year. They're expecting great things of him, and he's certainly capable of it. There goes Randy Smith to take it in, a Rovers faithful. Shouter dropped it for Mark Aston, and he may have been possibly right there. Seemed to go in a backwards direction, so Referee said play on. Looked towards his touch judge, but played it on. Great run by Ace here. This is what he looks to do all the time. Take the defence on, take it up to the line, and he's really going to cause trouble, especially as the pitch dries out as this lad. I know he was Division 2 Player of the Year last year, and you can see why. Certainly has the potential to worry a lot of defences. Certainly a new spirit around this Craven Park ground. I know the professionalism of the club has gone up 100% from what it has been lately in the last couple of years. There's some fantastic merchandise in the shop. They're buying players constantly. They've signed on to exceptional coaches, and I think they're really making a go for it this year, and hopefully something will come from it. Another good. No. Suffering from the York syndrome again, where we managed to hardly kick a single goal all match, and went through about 3 kickers, and it looks to be happening again with Phil Hasty missing an easy one. It must be set in front of the post, but it must have the wet conditions must have just got to him. There's a poor drop off there. He's picked up and knocks it on. He's given all on. He's gone to the Sheffield block, so. Just stopped in the mud, that ball did. Very difficult to pick up. But number 7, Carl Swift gets well and truly wrapped up there with a good 2-man tackle. Dale stops to put some great tackles in. Fantastic tackle there from Mark Aston. Man and ball. Knock on. A couple of new rule changes we've got coming this year is that when you toss the coin at the start of the match, you can choose which way you want to, whether you want to kick or field a kick. I'll tell you the one in a minute. It was a good run by number 6, Manson, but well wrapped up by his opposite number. John Aston taking it in again. Takes it in all day, this kid. I know he suffered from a very serious accident last year, or incident, and I never thought he'd play again, but since then he's gone on to represent Wales against Australia, and really showed his skills he did. Hasty taking it in, getting well and truly wrapped up. Anthony Seabold putting a little chip through, and it's followed by Paul Parker, and the fullback left it there, open for it to go dead, and he just managed to get an hand to it and put it on to touch. Paul Parker's on his heels, but going for the same sort of kick, looking for it to drop dead in the middle of the pitch, but it never quite happened then from the drop out. A good run in, but well tackled as well. Johnston takes it in again, makes a good 5-10 minute. Paul Manson making his cheeky run through. He's the fullback just tackled. The fullback just got an hand to him, slowed it. The number 10 there, John Bruce to tackle him. He's Hasty trying to jink through, but the players are well and truly quickly upon him then from the pass that went just a little bit behind him. Not square marks, he absolutely blatantly not square mark there by number 10, John Bruce. Pickering saw that one straight at him, and he's got an easy 2 points. And in fact, he sent John Bruce off for 10 minutes. Sitting in there. Said he was holding up play, and it was rather anyway, About to see the introduction of fans' favourite, Paul Fletcher. There's a try there from Craig Farrell. Just gets into the corner, sorry I missed that one. Discussing the technicality of the time with the Sheffield coach.
Try scorer for Hawkinson Rovers, number 2, Craig Farrell.
Oh, it's Craig Farrell who's really coming on this year. He scored a good 1 or 2 tries against York. Some of those individual is a real strong player, goes one-on-one, often beats him near the line. Looking down at Paul Fletcher there, certainly looking fit this year. Looking a bit slimmed down he is, not that I'd say that he was anything but I think these 4 training sessions a week are certainly having an impact on him. And he is a player who can win a match single-handedly.
Substitution for Hawkinson Rovers, number 17, Paul Fletcher, replaces number 8, Jamie Gordon.
There's the added 2 points there to make it Hawkinson Rovers 8, Sheffield Eagles 2. Sorry about that, I think I missed that. Make it 6-2. Straight into action, Paul Fletcher goes straight at me and knows one way, and that's in a straight line. Usually taking about 4 players with him. Here comes Dale Oldstock, son of famous Roy Oldstock, who was a member of the 1980 Challenge Cup winning side. I think Paul Pickering there passed to the dummy decoy man, but bounced off and went backwards. Oh, it's a great run here, really taking the ball. I think this is what I want to see more. I think that ball played quick. Players flying in, Paul Massey kicking that one, just turning the full back once again, but the ball stopped dead. He hands it over to Calvert-Chain, who drops it straight away, and he's offside. The player picking it up, instinct reaction, he'd pick it up, don't want to let the Rovers players walk over it. So fantastic tackle once again by Paul Fletcher. Anyway, the Rovers electing to play it. Shows the confidence in the side now that they think they can take on the Sheffield defence and get through. Mark Astley starting off. Paul Fletcher getting the ball, going straight on. Taking on number 12, Craig Brown, but Craig Brown just got the better that time. Here's Hasty, just doing a drinking run, looking to find a gap, slipping the ball backwards. Passed out there to Paul Manson, who's looking. Unfortunately, Paul Manson just loses the ball there on a dummy, where he threw a dummy and won it himself earlier. It's a good 3-man tackle again by the Rovers. I think Sheffield have found it increasingly difficult to get out of this mud that is at the south end of the ground. There's some really ferocious and big tackles coming from Rovers. One bloke who can make a bit of yards is 10, John Bruce, and he made a good 10 yards. Well, number 8, sorry, Jackie Howison made a good 10 yards there. Sheffield once again kick it straight down the Rovers players' throats. Craig Croucher picks it up, beats the first man, takes on the second man, nearly beats him. A good run there from Craig Croucher, gets past the 40-yard line, and it's took up by Craig Farrell, who's really showing some form. Takes him on, beats the first man, beats the second man, but tackled again by the number 6 there, Gavin Brown. It's Alan McLaren fancy a bit of a run here. We know when he gets in the open he's dangerous, he's showing his strength, but it takes 3 men to pull him down. Looking to play the ball quick, Paul Pickering. Out to Craig Poucher, but Craig Poucher tackled him a good tackle. I think there's 2 tackles left here. John Aston taking it on single-handedly. It's out to Seabold, who puts a little dummy pass into Dale Stock, who's over. The referee's having a look at the touch judge and he's over. There's a bit of doubt there when they knocked it down over the line, but it took 2 men on. 1 on 2, and I think the first tackler just took the centre with him. He's a big lad to stop, and a great little dummy move there. They've got to see it ball and just sent him over near the line. He's a big lad to stop, and he just got that last 2 yards and put it down. Great tackle.
Right score for Hodgkinson Rovers, number 11, Dale Woldstar.
These 2 additions to the Rovers there, Pack are going to prove useful this year, and Frank Wattener and Dale Olstock, both big, powerful, tough players. Really add something there, giving us that alternative and that switch that allows us to use our forwards to the best advantage. And I know once these 2 go off, if you take Dale Olstock off, you've got people like Rich Wilson to come on as well, and yeah, we've got a real good start together this year. So the score now is 10-2 to Kingston Rovers. Rovers once again narrowly missed a kick that time, and there's 2 tries and 1 goal. Off once again, it goes to John Aston. There goes Paul Fletcher taking him on again. Gets the slips the ball out of a great little pass to Matt. Goes out to Pickering, just held up until 2-3 players on his left-hand side. Just couldn't quite get the ball to him. Passed out again to Hasty, who's looking, going backwards, found the gap wherever he can on his throw. Takes on the first man, but just the backing up, it just wasn't quite there. The slippy conditions meant they couldn't get to it. After the Seabold, passing out, getting straight to Manson. This play, Manson really makes a difference. There's a little chip kick through. It's a difficult ball to pick up, but well covered by Sheffield Eagles there. And a quick play of the ball was his acting half-back wasn't quite up, so it's 1 wasted tackle. 3 tackles, he got nowhere, 3 yards from the line. Not look like a forward pass to me, but
number 16, Frank Wattener replaces number 10, John Aston.
Here comes big Frank Wattener onto the pitch as well he can really cause some damage. There's a knock on by the Sheffield Eagles. Number 9, Adam Carroll. Rovers looking to play it again, passing it straight to this big guy, Frank Wattener. You can never tell what hairstyle he's going to have, Frank Wattener. Anyway, here he goes. Straight on, straight through, and he's... What a start to his first run for Ulker at home. Nearly scored a try. Looks to be, unfortunately, looks to be crossing that. He just got himself behind his dummy runner there, but great move. What a run by Frank Wattener though. So come on, it was just turned him off. He couldn't quite get the ball down. Some big hits going on now by Rovers. Really are taking it out on these props of Sheffield, who trying hardest, trying to run wide, but it's no good. You've got tacklers like Alan McLaren, Paul Parker and Craig Farrell. You just ain't going to get through guys like that. That's great tackle there from Dale Oldstock once again, and Frank Wattener. Really fast out to cover that kick. They're going for the foul. True Mark Aston style, but and Craig Pouch checks on the defender, goes past the first man. Missed tackle there from number 12, Craig Brown.
That's James Hamilton. Please report to the club office. James Hamilton to the club office. Thank you very much.
Frank Wattener taking the ball. He's taking the ball on. There's a shot of forward from Mark Aston, but it never was. It was backwards. There's Paul Fletcher taking it up again. Oh, he nearly gets the ball out to Paul Pickering, who's backing up. Some good running still going. It's hard, difficult to see the players in all this mud, I think. Rovers are playing in a brown shirt and a red shirt. It's great pass there. Out to Ali McLaren goes his fantastic try, really had to take on the player there, and you've got to say that. Sorry, he's giving a forward pass there. Didn't see it myself, but the referee and fans' favourite Robert Connolly makes it out a forward pass, and a bit of relief there for Sheffield Eagles, who are well and truly under the cosh at the moment. Rovers got offside. He's really keen on this offside decision today. Oh, sorry, not square marked. Both sides trying to play the ball quick. Sometimes leads to being offside if you don't get back quick enough. That case, not square marked, just trying to get some good tackling around the play the ball area. I know it's often been a problem last year for Rovers. But it's a good slip ball there from number 8, Carl Howison, but still well wrapped up. John Bruce there being guilty of watching the ball instead of the player. Craig Farrell off again. He really is a strong bloke. This really is a strong player. Just lost his grip in the mud there, and Frank Wattener taking him on. Slips the first man, turns, looks to pass it. That's what we like to see from these Rovers players. We're a flair side. And then Seabald, he's looking to take it on, but he's well wrapped up. He's dummy for a kick there, but nobody fell for it. John Bruce trying to hold proceedings up there. Ooh, a slip ball out to Paul Pickering, looks to pass it on, but just one hand to him, pulls the ball out, and now it's breakthrough by, I think it's number 7, Carl Smith. Well and truly wrapped up there is the Sheffield player. Some good slip passing going on by this John Bruce. Has put a couple of good little passes on. He's got players coming on his outside shoulder, but not quite got through. Just looks to kick deep. Just goes outside his try line. He's well backed up by number 5, Danny Mills, but could have been under pressure if he picks it up. But it makes Rovers start again once in their own half. It's been quite a while since they've been in their own half, this Rovers side. And it's Alison McLaren who takes it up. The Driftfield flyer. Taking it to Paul Manson. There's a slip ball by Paul Manson, just a bit short. Managed the Sheffield player picked up, but he just didn't have the speed to take it through. He's picked off by Craig Poucher. Now it's passed out. Sheffield looking dangerous here. Number 7, Carl Smith looks to be lacking in ideas at times. good kick out to Rovers. Outside picked off well there, and it's Alistair McLaren taking it up, but facing three Sheffield players. There goes Frank Watner again. Big play, always seems to beat the first man. Andy Smith was down looking to get up and play the ball. Sheffield player knocks out of his hands, clear. Good kick from Rovers, takes him up to the just 5 metres past the halfway line. Rovers looking to build on the lead before half time. We've got about 2-3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes to go. Good running in, Sheffield players putting in a good tackling performance, really. The conditions aren't open any sort of rugby today. Some great play there by Paul Fletcher. This guy never gives up. He's still going. He's got 3 players round when he gets to the 5 yards. How's that for strength? Phil Hasty looking to get the ball. Great things expected of this bloke. Paul Manson passing it out. Another seems to be a feature of Rovers run player this year to do this dummy runner. Paul Manson once again taking it wide. Last tackle. Kicks it through the full-back for Sheffield at the point where he picks it up. Good safe, reliable hands there. Rovers, look at this for fitness. Rovers pushing them back. And there's a critical knock-on by Carl Smith once again. It's maybe the 3rd time this guy's knocked on today. It's terrible conditions, but it's in an absolutely critical place for Rovers and Sheffield. It's crucial for Sheffield hopes that they keep Rovers out in this last sort of 5 minutes with the score at 10-2. Certainly going behind at 16-2 will make it a massive ill in the second half. Well, let's see what Rovers can do. It's a great pass out there. Slipped the tackle. Alistair McLaren taking him on, but a great tackle there from the two Cowder Cherno. Phil Hasty getting it there and wrapped up. There's number 12, Craig Brown, saw that coming, was out quick to stop the player getting past him. Paul Pickerbull with the win second. Seabold kicks it through, but it's straight down Andy Pointer's throat, and he picks it up with good safe hands, so that was well covered, really, that set of 6 from Sheffield. How about Sheffield? There goes this John Bruce again, taking it in. Good reliable forward. I know we saw him a couple of years ago here, and he was played just the same sort of game. It's Carl Smith kicking early, going straight down Craig Pouch's throat, and he stops it well with his foot. Looks to take him on. Takes on 3 players. Good running here. Takes it up to the 30 metres line. Rovers looking dangerous again. Absolutely stuck in the mud of this Craven Park pitch. Frank Watner taking him on. Gets up to the 20-metre line. Never takes a step backwards, this big Frank Watner. And it's out to Paul Manson again. Look at the dummy! fantastic try by Paul Manson. Throws his good leg this side, the off-bar fell for it. I think he's fell for it about 3 times now. Full-back put a good effort into tackling, but put his knee in his shoulder. His elbow pushed him off, took it over, put it one-handed over about 10-15 metres from the left-hand corner flag here at Rovers. It's just what Rovers needed before the half-time.
Try scorer for Hopkinson Rovers, number 6, Paul Manson. Sponsored by Mr. Pearson.
Both the list, they're going up looking for another kick. And he's kicking bolts on so far, but this is a difficult one really. I would say it's probably about 10 yards from the, well, you can see yourself, but 10 yards from the touch line. And anyway, it comes up now. It's good, it's got the height, but it just off to the left of the posts, and it leaves the score at Oakhilston Rovers 14, Sheffield Eagles 2. Rovers scored 3 tries, kicked 1 goal. Sheffield Eagles just kicked a goal. Yeah, just trying a short one there, but it's straight to number 3, Paul Parker, who makes a good run. He's well tackled there by John Brooks. Frank Watton attacking him on, going straight arm. It takes 3 men to pull him down, but he makes a good, 8-9 yards past the 50-metre line. Slip ball there, I think it possibly went backward. No, anyway, that sees half-time there. Rovers are good for the 12 points lead, possibly could have been more to kick the goals. We're not seeing a great deal of Sheffield Eagles, but this match has certainly been ruled by the conditions and the narrowness of the pitch.
16 today. It's a happy birthday to the family.
Just taking his seat up. Anyway, Echo Wilkinson Rovers sporting clean shirts for the second half. Nice to distinguish them from Sheffield, led out there by Mark Aston, and certainly don't look to be any changes this half to the team that finished last half, apart from maybe possibly Frank Watton has gone off, and maybe Jamie Boble's come back. It might even be Richard Wilson there, number 8, come back on in place of Frank Warner. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's a good kick-off. Oh, just knocked on. It's a bad start for Rovers and a bad start for... I think, though, you'll have to apologise for my eyesight. It's Rich Wilson. I'm not 100% sure there. Just can't make him out. Nah, it's Jamie Boville. You probably can see it better than I can. Sheffield obviously looking for a good start here. To get a quick try could make all the difference in this match. Otherwise, they really have got an uphill struggle. Looking to get it wide straight away to the big player, but well tackled there by number 7, Phil Hasty. Fantastic tackle by a little lad like that. To get it out wide, but Rovers flying out to tackle him, getting nowhere. And he's not even watching the play of the ball. He's too busy talking, and it's John Bruce slipping the ball out once again. The way it looks was inspiration. Rovers trying to push the player into touch, and easily done. I know that. It's a good run out there by Craig Poucher, straight to him. Goes running straight to the number 8. Jimmy Bovell having a good go. There's Andy Smith taking it in, but well wrapped up. And Paul Manson not making any. That's the way to play the game in these conditions. Just hold it for a certain amount, kick deep, get in touch, and I think as Sheffield showed in the first half, they're really struggling to get out their own half, so it's the easy way to play the game. Wait for them to make mistakes in these conditions. Anyway, it's the number 6, Gavin Brown, to put the ball in. He just pops it out to Richard Goddard, who's playing it off half. The number 7, Carl Smith seems to have switched to Hooker for the second half. Sheffield desperate to get the ball played quick, but Rober's absolutely flying in the tackle. John Bruce there made about 2 yards. Setting it all onside when you look at it. Now he's going for the 40-20, but instead it's going straight down into that mud and stopped dead. It's absolutely rubbish kick there. Oh, but he's knocked the ball out, but it's gone backwards, and the Sheffield player takes a big boot hit, but the Rovers player bravely catches it. It's well picked up there. Number 2, Craig Fowle. Anyway, there's a knock on there decided by the Rovers, and it's the put into Sheffield, just about on the halfway line. It's really has developed into a quagmire in the middle of the pitch here. That's out there to Nick Turnbull, but he didn't get far. Didn't look like he really wanted the ball then. Rovers caught offside once again. I'm not sure about that. I was watching the Rovers players there. They looked onside and just getting up quick in a tackle. Carl Smith kicks to Rovers 20. Sheffield having a good spell at the start of the second half. Still not got any points from it. Big number 17 running in, but wrapped up by a combined tackle of Jamie Bovell, John Aston and Pickering. There's a good dummy pass there to Andy Poynton, but Andy Poynton's once again wrapped up. John Bruce once again takes it in. He really is a tough cookie, this guy. Drops the ball in the tackle. Rovers looking to play it already. Out to Dale, stop passing it wide. Phil Hasty, but he's well wrapped up. To Marcus, to John Aston, sorry there. Just taking it up. Paul Pickering throwing a dummy, just slips underneath one tackle, but the second man just gets him. Rovers once again looking to kick it deep. Maybe trying for that 40-20, but just getting into touch is the main thing. But just evaded it. Andy Poynter stopped it well there. But it's a good tackle by combined tackle of John Aston and Jamie Bovell, but referees adjudged that Jamie Bovell flopped on. Goddard taking a run again. That was a good kick through, and it's kicked through from any point, but I think he's just kicked it a bit too far, and it's gone well over the dead ball line in the end. Nice little chip kick through there from Gavin Brown. Looked like a reverse move to put everybody down the right-hand side, but just a little bit too hard. Once again, Craig Farrell come flying in, and once again the Sheffield players offside. I think it's just lazy that was, and didn't get back. There we go again for big Jamie Bogle taking it in, taking on one man. Taking 2 men to take him down and make another 3-4 yards before he's eventually pulled down. Still gets it big and hard by John Bruce. He's seen it all. As a good dummy there from Paul Pickering, but too many Sheffield players around for it to fall for it. There's a few shouts from the crowd there, doubting John Bruce's fitness. Point once again taking it in, but he never seems to make many yards, this kid. It's proved a bit of a fixture as this Arriva Trains Trophy now at the beginning of the season. I know to start with, when it was a Buddies Trophy, not a lot of teams took it seriously, but to be honest, they were missing out because Rovers went to a final at Featherstone and got well and truly beaten by Huddersfield, but it was a good payday. They had 4,500 fans there, and it was a great day out. So any team that don't take it seriously really is missing out on a payday, set a chance to sell more merchandise and get the fans going. The knock on there by the Sheffield player. Under some heavy pressure from Andy Smith. They've seen it all before, he's given him a bit of hassle, but he's a professional. Dummy move involving Hasty, I believe that time. It's coming out to Seabold, pass it on to Dale Oldstock. Always trying to run wide, this big Dale Oldstock. And Phil Hasty there just throws a dummy, nearly gets through, just held up for one man. There was plenty to his left and his right if he'd got through. Rovers were looking to use the ball, he is running sideways, nobody's tackling him, they just straightens up and then he gets well tackled. The floodlights are starting to have an influence here on Rovers with it darkening off. Like I say, would have been a good pass there. Rovers had a 4-2 overlap, but it's just a bit low. Rovers keep seeming to conjure up these overlaps on the outside of this match. Must be a tactic that Mo Riley has brought in. Certainly the tackling is fantastic. This Sheffield have hardly made a break whatsoever.
Number 10, John Bruce.
John Bruce has gone off now for a well-deserved rest. He was involved in a big hit earlier on and never felt the effects of it. There's a little chip over the top, but it looks to be well covered by Craig Farrell. He takes it in, but once again tackled in the mud of the middle. It's Alistair McLaren taking it on. It's dangerous to let him run. All he needs is a yard and he's through. Rovers were looking to get that ball moving now. Seabold getting the ball wide. Gives an inside pass, the Rovers player goes to ground, and Rovers winger Craig Farrell picks it up. Didn't look to go backwards, but the referee has decided that it's a forward.
First prize of £110, sticking number 4484. That's the winning half-time goal ticket number 4484. Please select your prize from the front office in the Roger Road stand. Thank you very much.
Big tackle, slipped up, really hit him high and hard, that was. It's a big hit there from Jamie Bovell, who's really looked to increased in size and bulk this year. So put a really good close season in the weight strip. What's to say the Sheffield players got up and he's all right. Good pass out there. Sheffield's looking at just speeding things up a little bit in the last couple of minutes. There's just too much one-man rugby this Sheffield side. They constantly relying on the forwards. I know it's slippery conditions, but they really are behind it here, and they need to try something a little bit different. Rovers going for flopping again. I think the player may be talked back to him that time. Taking a bit of getting started the second half. It's probably about 20 to 23 minutes left on the clock, and there's not a great deal happening. It's all a bit in the middle of the pitch. Quite a lot of error ridden. It's obviously because of the conditions of the pitch. Bad drop ball once again from the Sheffield player. It was number 8, Jackie House, and I know he's took it in all day. Maybe deserves to drop one. It was slippery conditions. Anyway, the rest brought him back to 10-yard line because there was no advantage to Rovers. Mr. McLaren taking an early ball up to find a jink through the middle, but he's well wrapped up. Took a 3-man tackle, 2-man, 3-man tackle to bring him down. Steele stopped taking it in once again. He's a real versatile player. Steele Stock is playing at centre, running wide, playing at the sort of roving second row. Anthony Seabold taking it up again.
Substitution for Hawkinston Rovers.
Another drop ball.
Sullivan replaces number 10, John Aston.
John Aston's come off for a well-earned rest. He's been replaced by Adam Sullivan, the big ex-Bradford Bulls player. But once again, another player who looks to have really bulked up in the gym over the summer, or over the closed season.
Earlier substitution for the Sheffield Eagles. That's a player with no number on his shirt. We have identified him as Greg Hurst, replaces number 17, Rob North.
Really, the tackle's just a bit too good for Sheffield. They're not even looking like getting through at the moment. I know that might be the famous last words. This player's looking a bit lively. Rovers centre there. Matt Calland really committed himself. Maybe could have held back a little bit and created a gap, but it was well covered up by the winger. Mark Aston there shouting there was no markers at the play of the ball. Basic errors.
Substitution for Kingston Rovers, number 14, Casey Maybury, replaces number 7, Phil Hasty.
There's another new starter for Rovers. Big player from Rochdale, who did a lot of damage against us last year, and Casey Maybury, big young second row, I believe he plays. And we'll see what his tackling's like now. Involved straight away in the first tackle. Once again, sticking with a big tackle in. This is what we like to see, a player who gets stuck and gets committed. Sheffield getting very close there. Rovers got a constant good line out here. There's a good kick through there, but it's well picked up by Rovers, and he managed to clear his line, and he's up! It's Alistair McClellan, what a play to... Goes quick foul, sorry, what a play to get the ball. Gets up to the 30-yard line, and then there's a poor pass out, but Rovers picks up, it's gone backwards, still running. Jamie Bovo taking it in, one of his gets a loose one there from the substitute who's just come up, but he's not so bad. All he's bothered about is the mud on his face. There's Dale stopping with a good run. That's laying on by the Sheffield player, but the referee's ignoring it. To get the ball out to this. Mark Aston's got Paul Manson's once again going for the kick just a little bit too far that time. I think he was aiming for the touch, but it still puts Sheffield back on their own 20, looking to play the ball. And to be honest, the main way they've got all their half this half is through penalties. There you go. Oh, it's a great drop. There you go, what a crowd for arriva Cup match. 2,398 here for an arriva Cups match. I tell you, the good times are coming back to Rovers. Great little ball in. Rovers could really do with putting a few points on now. I know the conditions are helping them, but there's Paul Manson putting a great pass out. And a bit of overlap. See, ball passes to the low stop, but it slips out like a bar or soap there. Very difficult now to make out a lot of these players, particularly the Sheffield ones. They all seem to be a sort of dark brown. Rovers moving up now without the fullback. Fullback's just dropping back, Greg Poucher. Dropping off the tackle just a little bit there. Rovers getting a good line out, but not quite flying up like they have been doing. Sheffield bloke looked to drop it there at the play of the ball, but referee said it went back. Whoa, there's a great one there by this Carl Smith. But he passes it straight to I think it's Alistair McLaren over there, who gratefully accepts it. I think it's one of the first times that Carl Smith's run without dropping ball. It's a good run there from Adam Sullivan. Takes some stopping this big lad. Once again, Sheffield given a offside. Been offside all match. I think a lot of this is just the speed of Rovers playing the ball. They're trying to play it quick, and Sheffield just start getting back quick enough. Rovers plays it to himself. Next 10 yards. Good pass here. He's coming into the middle. There's a great handoff there. They played it like it. He comes back, sticks it in, but it's a good run that. It goes by Matt Callan, the new players from. Here's a great run for the middle of the pitch. Passes it out to Pickering gets it wide, but they've lost a bit of momentum. Takes it on. Rovers really starting to look dangerous now. There's Pickering picking up with the back bottom of the ball, and it's Manson giving a good little ball out, but Matt Callan's well wrapped up by 2-3 Rochdale players. And it's 1-on-1 easy. Terrible tackle from Craig Farrell just takes them on once again, 1-on-1 and gets on. To apologise if getting the name of one or two of the players wrong. The line's swindling and they're all covered in mud, but great little one-on-one. My apologies, that's to McLaren. One of them we can tell them apart. Rovers are looking at the top of the pitch team, really. When they can get the foothold, they're certainly hitting the gaps, getting through, playing the ball quick. It's looking a lot better than it was last year. They've certainly got the players of size there. They've got people like Matt Callan out on the wing, out on the centre, and Alistair McLaren and Craig Farrell and other players to come in. There's still players on the bench like Marvin Gordon, Linton Stott. There's real strength in depth with people like Watner, and the future's bright. Taking on the fullback, takes him on, he's not stopping. Fantastic play there, Ben. Big player. There's Matt Callan taking him on and throwing a dummy, but just passing out. And the point of just getting an hand to it, a desperate hand there, because I think if the winger had got it, then it was clear away and he was off for a try underneath the post. Rovers really showing the class now. To be honest, Sheffield looking dejected, tired, and really struggling to keep in this game now. Miles offside by the Sheffield player, but Paul Manson makes the most of it. Sees a player offside, uses him, but unfortunately the centre for Rome, I think it was Paul Parker out there, he drops it.
Substitution for the Sheffield Eagles, 10 Bruce, number 16,
Sheffield player there tries to slip the ball, slips it straight out to a Rovers player. Rovers really looking to back up here, get some short passing going on, and tear the Sheffield Eagles side apart. Really pick things up they have now. Paul Pickering tries to play the ball, but just leaves it behind there. Once again, the muddy conditions just affecting his foothold as he picks it up. Just stops promising move there. Sheffield look to be a bit lacking in defenders on this right-hand side. So anyway. Rovers once again opted to drop the full-back for the first scrum for the scrum. They obviously don't think that there's much pace in the Sheffield sides that they need to worry about. Certainly with the inclusion of, like, considering we've got Craig Farrell and Alistair McLaren. It's only now that the full-back's dropping back. Sheffield really struggling to get with their own half here. They're relying on big players, and to be honest, the Rovers have got some very big players and they just aren't getting anywhere. Smith. Rovers player tries to pick it up, knocks it backwards, and then following up, I think it was Richard Goddard kicks on, and Rovers back in possession. Alistair McLaren coming off his wing to take that ball in. Trying to use this right-hand side a lot, but Delos, that takes it up once again. He's had a good game, Delos. Soccer's put some good tackles in. The referee says it's knocked out. 3-on-1 tackle.
Substitution for the Sheffield Eagles, number 17, Rob North, replaces number 2, Carl Chenu. The substitution for LPC Rovers, number 10, Aston, number 9, Paul Pickering.
It's John Aston coming on here for Paul Pickering, who's probably just there. He's maybe got a bit tired. He's dropped a couple of balls as Paul Pickering, but he's had a good game. There's this big lad again, number 10. I think he's Sheffield Eagles man of the match, John Bruce. He's taking it up, he tackles, he takes it up, never stops. Rovers tackling really has been ferocious this match. They've been flying up all match. There's no standing back. The only way they're managing to get through it all is by kicking is Sheffield, and they're even covering that well now. It's big John Aston taking it in again. Ball's come out, but it's gone backwards. The referee saw it, has pulled out. I think there might have been a couple of cases of that today that the linesman's maybe missed. There's a great kick there from Rovers. Took them to 10 yards from the line. It was a nice little kick that Sheffield players haven't gone back to. They're taking it straight in. I think to take it on the blind side here. Good little ball. Take it one-on-one. Matt Callan, is he over? Oh, he's held up. Just short. Held up. Is he going to do the new rule of going back to the 10-yard line and playing it as the same tackle? Last year, I think you remember, he went back to 10 yards and it was played as another 6 tackles. But this year, he played as, I think it was 4 tackle, and it's still the 4 tackle. Taking it in again, trying to use the forwards. I think we're better off getting some of these forwards running out wide of the centres. For this, the second good ball, Griffin coming, taking it on the ball. Fantastic little move there. Really showed his pace, found a bit of clean ground, bit of on the step, took it through. Showed absolutely superb turning pace there. This year, Rovers looks to have some real good individual talents which we've maybe been missing in the last few years. This Bill Hasty can only get better. We've got this other scrum half coming who's got great potential according to Anthony Seabold, and we've got Paul Madsen, Matt Calland. It's going to be a good season. All we need is for this pitch to start drying out. I know it looks bad today, but we only need a week or so good weather and it's as dry as it goes, this pitch. It might dry up by about July. Now last kick the tilt point to stretch the Rovers lead to 24-2. I think it's certainly been impressive for its defensive performance this match. Sheffield have looked totally outclassed throughout the whole match. Struggled for ideas, but mainly due to the fact of how quick Rovers have been getting up in the tackle. The way I see it, there's only one team that can really take us on this year, and that's that old favourite Lee. I know they've got a new coach in charge, so they're always perpetual runners up, but it's going to be tough. I know Halifax have gone down, they've got parachute payment, but they don't seem to have bought very wisely, so... He's looking to take it down this blind side. Bus breaking tackles, players just falling off. In fact, certain players not even trying to tackle there. Paul Mattis was trying something a bit different then, a little side kick, but it was well covered by the Sheffield Eagles. Andy Poynton running off, going sideways, making about 5 yards. It's Carl Smith having another go, but his ball's handed over to Rovers. The Sheffield player dropped it. Probably trying to do something. The game's well and truly over for Sheffield, as far as Sheffield's concerned.
This afternoon's man of the match, chosen by the Adult Education Partnership, is awarded to Hodgkinson Rovers number 6, Paul Manson.
Paul Martin's going to pick up quite a few of them this year. He picked up a few last year, and it's deservedly so. Just there's so much in this team. That's all on. It's one whoever tried to slip it. Yeah, Sheffield Eagles player just got an hand to it. Got from his long left here. We've got we're going into extra time now. Maybe about 3-4 minutes left on the clock. I was looking to really seal a good victory. Going out, they're still not tackling, they're dropping off. Need to maybe spread the ball right now instead of taking it direct route and taking them on, but Sheffield players are more than up to it. Got them two big props there. So they're going for this try just from short. Tried to kick and follow up for the save ball there, but Sheffield players up to it and falling on it. I think Sheffield were just trying to play the game out here. It's only since for this lad Carl Smith with his kicking who's making any impact whatsoever. What a huge hit there from Dale Oldstock. Absolutely fantastic hit. He's done them all match and not to be outdone. See Paul Parker flying in there to do another equally good hit.
Substitution for Sheffield Eagles, number 15, Gareth Stanley, replaces number 6, Peter Wheeler.
constantly looking for different avenues, and the only thing that's holding them up this match is the conditions, really. They really look to have that turn of foot and that ability to set in a place to accelerate like this and just throw them dummies, and then there's always a player there now. Different from last year, that sort of puts a good kick through, but yeah, it was just under a lot of pressure at the time. Sheffield play the ball quickly. Rose looks to be offside, but the referee ignores it. Once again, really big and strong straight, but it's too late for tactics like that. Really need to start using this ball a bit. John Bruce takes it in again. Always makes yards. This John Bruce never takes a step backwards, but this is what they need to be doing, really, is trying to get this Carl Smith working and kicking it over and trying something. Seems to be a better kick there from 15, but was making a lot of yards, but all in a sideways movement there. Nearly brought through there, just slips up with the mud. Manson again, putting one of these good kicks in there. He's always turning the full back. It's absolutely flying up his Greg. I think it's not sure it is there. Just totally lost in the no, the referee's giving it as not sure what he's giving it. He's giving it as a knock on by Rovers over the line, and tap out to Sheffield. Rovers play absolutely flying in them. Not sure it was Phil Hasty. Once again, Sheffield lose the ball in the tackle. Rovers throwing out a silly pass. He's given no advantage, and it's the first knock on by Sheffield. Not sure about that one. The Rovers player seems to have broke the advantage line, but it's up to the referee at the end of the day. Robert Conley's refereed this match. There we go. That's the end of the match. Good result in the end for OKR. It's 24 points to 2. 5 good tries. Would have been a lot more points if it had been for the kicking. 4 5 missed goals. Certainly a fantastic tackling performance, and good to see a good crowd here. Certainly blooded a few of the young players, and been exciting. It'll be an exciting rest of the season, hopefully, for OKR. Anyway, for your regular buyers, you'll be glad to know that Rob Chadwick will be back from his deathbed next week, and no commentary will be resumed. Anyway, thanks, and that's goodbye from Simon Osler.
Once again, I'd like to show your appreciation for today's winners, Harding Rovers. Our bars are now open to both home and away supporters. You're very welcome to make your way up there to the Harry Bar.
Welcome to